China's rocket force, officially known as the People's Liberation Army Rocket Force (PLARF), is widely considered the crown jewel of China's military power. Over the past 2 decades, it has transformed from a small, mostly nuclear-oriented missile corps into one of the world's most sophisticated and diverse missile forces. Today, it stands at the center of China's strategy to deter adversaries, shape regional balance, and secure Beijing's interests, especially in the Asia-Pacific region. 1. Background and evolution. The rocket force traces its origins back to the 1960s, when China first began developing nuclear weapons. For many years, the force, then called the Second Artillery Corps, was responsible primarily for land-based nuclear missiles. Its role was simple: to ensure that China could retaliate if attacked with nuclear weapons. But as China's global ambitions grew, so did the mission of its missile forces. In the 1990s and 2000s, China started modernizing its missiles, improving accuracy, range, mobility, and survivability. The turning point came in 2015, when President Xi Jinping reorganized the Chinese military and elevated the Second Artillery Corps to full-service status as the People's Liberation Army Rocket Force. This upgrade reflected the new importance of missiles in China's national defense strategy. Missiles were no longer just nuclear deterrence tools. They became central to China's conventional, non-nuclear, war-fighting capability. 2. Strategic importance. Several reasons explain why the rocket force is considered the most critical branch of the PLA. A. Long-range power projection. Unlike the Navy or Air Force, which need to travel through contested air and sea routes, the rocket force can strike targets thousands of kilometers away within minutes. This gives China a major advantage in potential conflicts. B. Deterrence against major powers. China believes missiles provide a reliable, low-cost way to deter technologically superior adversaries. While the United States has more advanced aircraft carriers and bases overseas, China's rocket force offers a way to keep those forces at risk. C. Taiwan and regional security. Missiles play a central role in China's strategy regarding Taiwan. The rocket force has deployed short and medium-range missiles across the southeastern coast aimed at deterring Taiwan from declaring independence and discouraging external military involvement. D. Anti-access area denial (A2AD). Missiles help China create a defensive shield around its territory and adjacent seas by threatening ships, bases, and aircraft of potential rivals. This so-called A2AD strategy complicates adversaries' ability to operate close to China. 3. Types of missiles in the rocket force. PLARF possesses a wide variety of missile systems, both nuclear and conventional. The most well-known categories include A. Short-range ballistic missiles (SRBMs). These typically have ranges up to 1,000 kilometers and are primarily aimed at regional targets, such as Taiwan and nearby military installations. B. Medium-range ballistic missiles (MRBMs). Ranging between 1,000 and 3,000 kilometers, MRBMs can reach U.S. military bases in Japan and South Korea. C. Intermediate-range ballistic missiles (IRBMs). With ranges between 3,000 and 5,500 kilometers, IRBMs like the DF-26 can reach the U.S. territory of Guam. D. Intercontinental ballistic missiles (ICBMs). China has modernized its nuclear arsenal with mobile, road-launched ICBMs capable of reaching targets across continents. E. Hypersonic glide vehicles (HGVs). These new systems maneuver at high speed and altitude, making them harder to detect and intercept. F. Cruise missiles. Unlike ballistic missiles, cruise missiles fly at low altitude and are highly maneuverable, enabling precision strikes. 4. Testing and modernization. In recent years, China has test-launched more ballistic missiles than the rest of the world combined, according to U.S. defense assessments. This high testing tempo demonstrates rapid technological improvement, increased missile production capacity, extensive training and validation of missile units. Beijing wants to ensure that its missile systems remain reliable and accurate. Frequent testing also sends a political message to rivals, signaling confidence and operational readiness. 5. Range and strategic reach. The rocket force now holds a dominant position in the Asia-Pacific missile balance. Experts often note that all American bases in the region, including Guam, are within range of China's precision missiles. Examples of coverage. U.S. bases in Japan right-pointing arrow within MRBM range. U.S. bases in South Korea right-pointing arrow within SRBM, MRBM range. Guam right-pointing arrow within DF-26 IRBM range. Even portions of Australia right-pointing arrow within reach of some Chinese systems. This reach gives China significant leverage and complicates the planning of any potential military intervention. 6. The role of precision. Modern Chinese missiles are not only long-range, they are also increasingly accurate. Precision guidance systems like satellite navigation, terminal seekers, and advanced control surfaces allow China to strike. Runways, command centers, radar stations, ships at sea, missile defense systems. This level of accuracy makes missiles useful not just for nuclear deterrence, but for conventional warfare as well. 7. Anti-ship ballistic missiles (ASBMs). One of China's most discussed capabilities is its anti-ship ballistic missiles, such as the DF-21D and DF-26 variants. These missiles are designed to target moving naval vessels, including aircraft carriers. If fully operational under wartime conditions, this capability could change naval warfare by threatening large surface ships long before they approach Chinese territory. 8. Mobility and survivability. China has shifted from silo-based missiles to road mobile transporter erector launchers (TELs). Mobility improves survivability by making it difficult for adversaries to track and destroy Chinese missile units. TELs can move through tunnels, forests, and mountain networks, launching from unpredictable locations. China also uses hardened underground facilities, decoys and camouflage, frequent unit relocations. These measures increase the rocket force's survivability. 9. Nuclear doctrine and policy. China officially follows a no-first-use (NFU) nuclear policy, meaning it pledges not to use nuclear weapons unless attacked with them first. Whether this policy will remain unchanged if China faces major conventional threats is debated among experts, but it remains China's stated doctrine. China's nuclear arsenal is still smaller than those of the US and Russia, but it is growing. 10. Organization and structure. The rocket force is divided into several bases across China, each responsible for particular geographic areas or missile types. Each base has brigades operating different missile systems. The structure emphasizes rapid response, decentralized training, mobility, high readiness. The rocket force reports directly to the Central Military Commission (CMC), reflecting its strategic importance. 11. Training, command, and control. China has invested in advanced simulation centers, realistic field training, joint operations with air, naval, and space forces, modern command and control networks. Training now includes more frequent night operations, long-distance deployments, and rapid missile loading drills. 12. Role in China-US strategic competition. The rocket force is central to China's strategy for dealing with the United States. Challenges China aims to create for U.S. forces, making it costly and risky for U.S. ships to operate near China. Threatening U.S. bases in Japan, South Korea, and Guam. Overwhelming missile defense systems through saturation attacks, creating uncertainty about U.S. intervention in a Taiwan conflict. The U.S. has responded by investing in missile defenses, hardening bases, dispersing aircraft, and developing counter-missile technologies. 13. Regional reactions. Countries in the Asia-Pacific region closely watch the rocket force's buildup. Japan, expanding missile defenses and increasing defense spending. South Korea, enhancing its own missile and radar capabilities. India, developing longer-range missiles and improving nuclear deterrence. Taiwan, investing in asymmetric defenses, mobility, and precision strike capabilities. 14. Future trends. Analysts expect several developments in the coming decade. More hypersonic weapons, longer-range conventional missiles, greater use of AI for targeting, more silo construction, enhanced integration with space and cyber capabilities. China appears committed to expanding and modernizing the rocket force as a long-term national priority. Conclusion. China's rocket force has rapidly evolved into one of the world's most formidable missile forces. Its vast arsenal of ballistic and cruise missiles allows Beijing to project power across the Asia-Pacific and to challenge the presence of other military powers in the region. With its combination of range, precision, technological sophistication, and growing size, the rocket force stands at the core of China's defense and deterrence strategy.